Hey, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is Yuki. Pretty sure that's what I've been feeling like lately. And I haven't felt well. Time of month sucks. So I hope I look okay and decent for the camera. At least I put my hair back, put on a clean shirt, put some concealer on. That's all I managed with makeup. Hopefully it looks okay, but managing. This is about my feelings right now. Just a couple things I wrote up. Maybe somebody relates. I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't sound too journal-y. Does people actually put any journal-like content on their YouTubes and stuff? I don't know, but excuse me. For one, I know we're really taught not to, we really shouldn't isolate ourselves because that's, that's not good. But I'm like, sometimes being around others makes me feel worse, especially if I've had sensory overload or burnout or something that I need to recover from like that. And I also all the time deal with physical and mental health. And that is exhausting. And sometimes it's hard to tell, sometimes it's hard to tell when my body is finished with being alone and that I need someone, because I do get lonely and stuff, and I can't tell when I'm in the middle. Either suddenly I feel, one way or the other, like nobody, or I need people, but also I don't want to really bother other people with my problems, since certain problems of mine might seem minor compared to theirs, especially like they're not going to understand this type of burnout, sensory overload. Like, oh, I'm tired. I understand your tiredness, I say, and I feel bad telling her, like, I know it's not the same. Their exhaustion from work is not the same as how much exhaustion I feel, how draining it is. And I shouldn't have said that, but at the same time, I do understand. It feels the same no matter the cause. How draining it is. I don't know, people are... And I really did try to, like, tell them, give, sympathy. I mean, yes, it was on a text message, but I really did try to give sympathy statements. And, how I'm sorry they're going through it. But I tend to give anecdotes too, like, see, I do understand. I know it's not the same thing, and all you do is work and eat and sleep, and I understand. But I also understand from my perspective. But I know they say never do that, but I'm like, I know it's not the same, but it's not from the same cause, but the feeling is the same. But I suppose they probably wouldn't understand that. So, not many people understand my issues. But the thing is, bothering to tell them they can't do much about it anyway, so why should I reach out? I don't know. It's not logical. Why do people talk about it if there's nothing someone can do for them? Another thing is, I feel it's frustrating me as Yuki. I feel it's frustrating when I'm Yuki. That when I show up, I'm more likely to clean and straighten, nice and neat. Thanks. But then this body, my health, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I'm pretty sure there's chronic pain and fatigue that comes with it. And I have these, okay, well, of course it's not showing up, but I often get these if I use water more too. I often get these cracks on my fingertips. It's not as bad right now, but and it makes doing cleaning and things very difficult. My health makes it very difficult, and it can't, my health and my fingertips cannot handle what I want to do when I show up. And that really kind of sucks. I'm also annoyed that the other parts of myself, or personas I call them, they seem to let things go in the room, like, how the neatness, and somehow when I show up, there's a mess, I notice, and it's very annoying. And while we share memories, we can't communicate or anything like that. It's entirely me at the time. This feels like completely me. My therapist wants me to use positive traits from another one to help another one. Like, but that can't really happen. I have no memory issues, no amnesia stuff. And I'm not a DID or anything. I'm in the middle. I've posted about median. And right now I feel like the one, I name them because I to keep them straight. To keep us straight. Organized. So we can't really lean on each other. We don't really communicate. We do have our own notebooks and stuff, but yeah, they're not as good with things like that. Apparently, there's other parts of me, and what sucks is I don't know if I always show up during that time of month. Maybe more like PMS week. But yeah, and then suddenly I'm having this complete, shift, and I'm Yuki, and I'm like, what? How did is there a mess now? And I have her own and like want to clean. And my friend says I should bring it up to my therapist, my older friend. And I don't know how to feel about, I may still, but feeling like I'm not sure how to feel about it. Yes, I might still. It's just, I can see what the therapist what the therapist thinks. I just cannot think of what could be done about it. What's the point of saying it? It feels inevitable. By the time I show up, this happens. The other ones are not going to do the things that I'm going to do. They're not going to clean. I cannot make them do this. And they cannot make me, not be a certain way. So what can be done about it? By telling my therapist anything? A certain thing? I don't know. These are my feelings right now as Yuki. So, also, my notebook space, snowflakes, frozen. Lots of stars and aliens. I really don't like the green ones, but yeah, stuff like that. Oh, here's a page with T on it. Haven't got any more yet. And then, you know, stars. And then, like, at the beginning wasn't as neat handwriting, but I realized myself as Yuki, most of the time, does try to write more neatly. Now, these I don't mind showing you. These are already said on here. I'm also neat in my handwriting, or at least I try to be, if physically I can handle it. Ugh. Excuse me. And I think that's all I planned on sharing. These has been my feelings and everything. So I hoped maybe someone can relate or enjoyed it or what have you. And yeah, I hope y'all take care. Bye-bye.